Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium. Tonight featuring the whiny noises of Fifi, who is joining us tonight, sitting next to me going, why can't we go out? Why can't we go out? Why can't we go out? Because, it's down to 89 degrees. I hope you appreciate it's down to 89 at 7 p.m. Real fuel temperature feels like 99. Yes, it does. Feels like a flipping sauna out there. It is unbelievably humid, and the thunderheads were piling up a little while ago. Thunderheads were piling up a little while ago, and then they disappeared, which I guess is better, because if it rained, it was going to be heck. Rain, the clouds would go away, the sun would come out, and you could see the steam coming up from the ground, and the dogs would get poached in mid-step. Yes. Well, they've been out, DT. They've been out, they've been out since I got home. I just got home about an hour and 10 minutes ago. It was a long day.
That's a whole hour and 10 minutes for our doggy lives. That's 7.5 hours. That's all day. Yeah.
So last week when I wasn't on the air, we got into the habit of get up at 4 in the morning and take the 1 minute I have to pee walk, then back upstairs, go back to bed for an hour or two. Get up, and since I wasn't doing a morning live stream, fed them breakfast, and we'd have like a 15-20 minute walk, a nice morning walk. Come back upstairs, I'd go to work. I'd be back at 4 o'clock at the latest, and we'd do a 45 to 60 minute walk, then dinner, then a 20 to 30 minute walk, and then the 1 minute pee walk before bed. So they were going out 5 times a day for almost 2.5 hours. And now I'm back on the air, and it's also 98 degrees, so it's been go outside, and they both look at me like, well, nope, we're going back in, thank you very much. So it's been very short walks. And how are you doing, DT?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I started something terrible.
Okay, what'd you do?
You know how we were thinking of the pyramid tower?
Yes. Did you start it?
Yeah, I got the parts. I have the tower on order. I ordered the processor, or I got the processor, the power supply, the SSD drive, the memory, and the graphics cards on order.
Sweet.
And since I have the membership thing at work, I'm going to have them build it.
Yeah, definitely. That's my newer thing. I can build computer, but they can do it faster and better and make sure it works before they send it to me, versus I think I bought all the right components, but maybe not.
I know I bought the right components.
Well, my husband was sure he bought all the right components, and then after he passed, my son's going through the specs and going, yes, these are fine on paper. And then we get into the reality of, maybe not so fine after all. Not always the best combos that could be done.
True, I can probably find better combos, but doing that is going to require other work too, but it's going to be built though.
Pale Chimera is here. Sounds vaguely like Satalia. Pale Chimera says, got dumped because she said I was obsessed with boat puns. Can you believe that? Thank you. Thank you for that, Pale Chimera. Tish, yes. So yeah, I'm just going on to the wonderful world of let somebody else build my computers, except mine's doing fine now that I'm not going to make it do double duty as my Adobe Creative Cloud Suite major processing machine. That'll be the one at work, because I told them I needed one to do stuff, and they're like, well, will this engineering computer work for you? I don't know, this is what I need. And they go, yeah, no problem. Easy peasy. So it's got like 10 times what I need. I just need to buy monitors now, and I might have some monitors sitting around. We will see.
Yeah, we are building the mesh pyramid, so we have plenty of airflow.
Are they going to put in lights for you?
I haven't bought the lights yet. I can do the lights myself.
That would be really cool, especially if you can make them do like at the Luxor, where they go up to the out the top. I think that would be excellent.
I'd have to guess. I know that the fan at the top has a light on there, but obviously not bright enough because you want a Luxor thing where we have a beam of light shooting out
Yeah,
the top.
I wanted to poke holes in the roof of whatever building we're in. No?
I might need a bigger power supply to do that one.
Alrighty.
Just a little bit, but...
That would be fun, though.
It would be. I was thinking if we could, then the thing you have to be on a stand, you have a couple obelisks up front for the entrance.
Oh, God, that would be great. That would be brilliant. Maybe we can get to those giant lions like they've got at the, not Temple of Luxor. Where are they at? Where are the lions?
No, the Sphinxes are...
It's at Thebes. No, they're not Sphinxes, they're just giant lions.
Yeah. Well, when you find the materials, we'll keep building up on it, because I obviously need an idea for the lights to go out the side, and...
Yeah.
We will. I didn't do the glass one, I went with the mesh one, because airflow is going to be very important.
Yeah, that's really important.
I didn't want to go into water cooling.
There we go. Speaking of conventions, the vendor things are open for DNI rather, diversity and inclusivity. DNI Con, which is in April in Philadelphia. And I got a response from Starbase Indy, and they said, "Hey, how about a table for a reasonable amount of money?" I said, "Hey, tell me how much a booth is." Yeah, and I'm not asking for any discounts. Just let me know. And I would be happy to discuss that with them. So we have 2 conventions planned going forward, folks. One of them is Starbase Indy here in scenic Indianapolis on Thanksgiving weekend, because, why not? And DNI Con in Philadelphia, and that is going to be amazing. Oh my God, guys, if you're going to that one, start getting your tickets now. We have parties to go to, because for those of you who haven't been to anything where the gays in space are having parties, oh my God, they have great parties. Go to their parties. Mm-hmm. So I will get my tickets if there's any left for the night before the party starts party, which means going a day in advance. And I was going to take the Hellspawn with me, but I'm going to try and convince somebody to come stay at the townhouse with the Hellspawn. And that way everybody will be happier. And it's a 4-day event, so even going out one day early, I would be home by Monday. It would be shorter than my last trip to Vegas, second to last trip to Vegas was.
Yeah, but then you did the drive on the last trip.
The drive was great. I loved the drive. That was an amazing trip. But this time around, I've got people to meet, except most of the people I want to meet are already going to be at DNI Con, so it's going to be fun. Much fun will be had by all. So I was saying earlier, I've got my air conditioner on. I never run the air conditioner, but with this incredible... It's not that hot. It's the heat and humidity together that the dogs were not able to get to sleep before 2 this morning. And so I'm thinking, the windows face into the sun for the morning. The dogs are going to roast unless I leave the windows open. If I leave the windows open, there's every chance they'll decide to go through the windows, because they tried that once. So, windows closed, air conditioner on. Well, apparently the windows aren't completely closed. I'm looking at one that's open right here. Excuse me 1 second. I don't need to air condition the outside. Oh, goodness. It doesn't want to close. There we go. Now it's closed.
Oh, well, I
had about a 1-inch gap there. That's so much better.
Think about it, and I still have my phone nearby. I should send you the couple pictures I took from Vegas in costume.
Okay. So are you talking to me?
To you.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. It sounded like you were talking to somebody else.
I had gotten up. No, well, I said I was thinking about it, and that was to you. That was obviously to you, because you're the only one here right now.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
We can't talk to Gabby, so...
Okay. Oh,
I could talk to Gabby.
I will have my camera, I hope, set up before Saturday, because we've got stuff. We've had some donations made in exchange for some of the Star Trek Online Eagle Moss minis that we've still got. So we have raised a little bit more money for the GoFundMe for Ed, courtesy of those, and we have so far sufficient funds to buy 8 Lobi ships, and somebody donated an Infinity T6. So we've raised 800 euros so far. We'd like to raise 1,200 more. That'll bring us up to a total of 2,000 out of the 3,000. Part of the money is being used to get Ed's sister to Germany to get everything set up if she hasn't already done that, and get money to her for doing that. And then the rest would be used for his funeral and headstone, whatever they call it over there. Oh, don't cling on to the old Gorn puns. They've been recycled so much there isn't a single one we haven't heard yet, and they're borging us to death. Thank you, Musin. Alright, so the game plan today is to do a little Operation Riposte, to which we start with a cup and a half of plain white flour, semolina if you've got it, but plain white works just fine, 2 eggs, and a touch of water. So pour the flour onto a counter, make it into a big mound, make a DT-sized pyramid, make a hole in the center so you've got a well, put your 2 eggs in there, and maybe a teaspoon of water, and a pinch of salt. And begin stirring up the eggs with your finger, and then slowly bring in all the flour.
I sent a couple pictures that I did not mean to send. I was trying to do them on my phone. So.
And then anyway, you're going to slowly bring the flour into the egg yolks until it gets nice and thick and kind of hard to stir with your finger, and that's when you're going to begin to knead it. The more you knead your pasta, the more it moves to look like silk, the better your noodles will be. That's the beginning of Operation Riposte with fresh pasta. So we're going to start something after I get into the new place when I actually have a kitchen, which is going to be dinner and a mission. Or mission and a dinner. I think it's going to be dinner and a mission. Wherein we get to play a mission and cook a meal. I will obviously cook the meal and put it onto media so we can do it, because cooking in live time is exciting to say the least. Do Klingons have pasta? Everybody has pasta. Absolutely. Pasta is one of the consistent things across almost every culture as long as they have any kind of grain. For kids who aren't eating all of their gach, they make gach-shaped pasta and they mix it 50-50 so the kids will start getting a taste for pasta and gach. Actually, that's one of the recipes coming into the cookbook, which is gach, which will be made with a recipe that will resemble gach when we're done, called Assassin's Pasta.
Yeah.
But again, I need to have a kitchen to cook, because right now I made everything I had today in one pan because I didn't have 2 pans unpacked yet. And I don't really have a kitchen big enough to do anything bigger than 1 pan. So we had salmon, broccoli, and rice. And the art of getting all those things into 1 pan and then put into another pan to stay warm in the oven while you do the next thing and put it in the same pan to keep warm in the oven, and then you finally do the broccoli at the last moment and keep that warm and throw it into the pan while everything else finishes off. I move in a week and 4 days. It's not coming soon enough. No, I'm not picking you up.
I have to kill a bunch of Herc attendants.
We can do some stuff. I have to do phaser damage on the ground, Zenkethi on the ground. I have to do
Operation Riposte.
Operation Riposte, and then on the other one I've got some hull healing to do, some phaser damage in space, and Operation Riposte. These things could work together.
Go take a look at the other one. Give me a moment here.
So guys, people who are listening, which apparently is 5 of you out there, obviously my paradigm has shifted big time. It's been an absolutely craptacular last 10 months. I'm totally game to change what we do in the evenings. So if you have something you would like us to do, I have some thoughts, but we tend to get into patterns and doing the same thing over and over. So I really would like to change it up. I'd like to do some fun stuff with everybody. Well, thank you, little one. The little one has brought in a baby raccoon to eat. Not a real one.
Good.
Yeah, the real ones, I would be going, no, 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 I like the cute ones, but this is the fake one.
I think there'd be more screaming involved if there was a baby raccoon.
Yeah, because they're really adorable. I was biking up in Chicago a couple years ago, and on a kind of deserted trail, and came around a corner, and there's a baby raccoon in the middle of the road, and of course I stopped, and it stopped, and it saw me, and it went into this complete terrified deer in the headlights look, claws splayed out, legs splayed out, shaking, and pew, headed off. It was really cute. It was adorable. Yeah, you're adorable too, but you can have your raccoon. So the best thing about getting a house is I can throw the toys across the room without it being clump downstairs as the big one moves. She's definitely gaining weight because we haven't been playing chase the ball for a while.
Okay. Shields on the ground.
Okay, we can do some ground stuff. What did you have to kill her?
Oleron on the ground and Gorno Nimbus on the other one. But
hey, that works. So are we doing Herc attendance?
Yeah, let me change back to where it was. And
Federation or KDF?
That'd probably be easier.
You want to have some fun and do a mission to do it? I'm thinking of Storm Clouds Gather.
Okay.
How many do you have to kill?
120.
Oh, okay. I guess we're doing home. There's only about 60 in Storm Clouds Gather.
Taking our time doing it too.
Yep. Do it on advanced. You take your time. You have some fun. We don't have to do it all the way through, but
just let them spawn up. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I've got phaser damage on the ground.
Hey, so do I.
Well, then jump in and join us then. Grab your phaser.
Let me get logged in here, people.
No problems. Let's see.
And Aaron's on the ground.
Terran's on the ground. Hey, Operation Wolf. We have to do Operation Wolf for that one.
I've been trying to do that. Everyone wants to do it.
You don't have to have anybody to do it. You can do it as a solo mission.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do that.
Oh, that's super easy, and I'll show you how to do it.
Go to private,
yeah.
queue it up, and go.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, just go to private and queue it up. Do as much as you need to. For example, just do the ground damage, or just do the Terrans, or the Terrans and the ground damage. I don't like it for shield and health healing, though, because there's a few too many Terrans for that. But I found that Vastum Peaks on Romulus, the best thing for both of those, put down what your generator, health or ground, or health or shields, and go step into a swarm of those little bugs.
Yeah, gotta be an engineer to do that. Unfortunately, you're away team because the AI will not get near there most of the time.
Yep, yeah, I have discovered that. But I step out, drop stuff, come back in. If you have enough hypos and other heals, it'll work too, but it is better with an engineer.
Yeah. Crystals, but yeah.
Let's see, I have phasers on the ground. Who am I? I'll get Complicados out here. I think she's better. She's done this.
Destroy some Herc. No, not Herc. Some oh my gosh, I can't think. The Herald ships.
Herald ships, like Iconian ships, or Herald.
I don't know. It says Herald.
Okay. No problem. We could do. What would be a good one for Herald ships?
Midnight.
Yeah, we could do Midnight. That's got tons of Herald ships. Is there a TFO that's good with Herald ships, though?
Yeah, there is one. There is.
What's Gateway to Grethor?
Gateway to Grethor is the one. That's the one where we have the lanes and all those ships are Herald ships.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we could do Gateway to Grethor. That's fun, and a lot of people will drop on that one. Oh, I managed to materialize in a bunch of Gorn, excuse me.
Ah! Gorn wedding!
Gorn wedding? Okay. Pi was on with us this morning. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for that invitation.
Figured that'd be easier.
Yeah. Or Herald Sphere. Yeah, Herald Sphere, Dwayne, but honestly, if I've got a choice, I'm going to take Gateway over Herald Sphere. Herald Sphere is not bad. There's nothing wrong with it, but Gateway is a little more fun, and it drops a lot faster.
Ooh! Low for me today.
Just be patient.
I'm in game. Finally.
Yay. Well, I wanted Gorn this morning and I couldn't get them. Now I'm here. And tons of Gorn. Tons of Gorn. Don't need them. If you need Gorn, come down here right now. Take these Gorn.
I don't need Gorn.
Please.
These people need Gorn. They're down here. I'm going to try and get away from here and let them have their Gorn.
So they're Gorn to be wild?
Ouch.
Been done.
They've all been
Come up
done.
with
There is
something-
not a Gorn joke that hasn't been done.
I don't know. I think Gordon Wedding from Lower Decks was pretty good.
Well, Lower Decks was awesome. I have not found a theater around here that's doing the premiere,
Uh-huh.
but I'm still waiting to find it. I don't think they've announced any theaters. I'm thinking it's either going to be Fandango. Yeah, everything is still dated from the end of July. Or actually, April, May, and July, they're talking about it. But nothing for sure yet. Gorn with the Wind, yes, yes.
Been done.
They've all been done. Did you invite? Hold on.
Let me put it.
No, he's not appearing on my list, so I can't invite him.
There.
I don't see you, DT. There he is. He's Lillian Pridgett. And by the way, Borg King accidentally got demoted, but it doesn't look like anyone in the fleet demoted him. It just happened. So if anybody is listening and you are in a fleet of ours, or any fleet I would imagine, and you mysteriously get demoted, talk to your fleet admirals. I don't think I'm a fleet admiral at the moment. Am I?
I don't know.
Apparently I am. What the heck?
You're a commander here.
I'm a commander here. Yes, okay.
Do I
DT
need
is the fleet admiral.
Well, we have been known to have several of them. You say that, but what rank was he before demotion? Borg King, were you a commander or a captain before your demotion?
I think I was a commander, and then it was slowly going down because I was looking at my journal. It said you have been promoted to lieutenant commander, and then I look at it again and it said I'm been demoted to lieutenant.
Yeah, there's no lieutenant commander. There's commander, lieutenant, ensign. Yeah, that's got to be a glitch. Because I went back into our roster and it doesn't show that you were demoted. By us. Because it normally flags things. So I gave you a promotion, but back up to where you should be. If anybody else has that problem, let me know. Yeah, yes, and it wasn't one of the fleet admirals or admirals, because it's basically very few of us there. We all know the rules, which is you have to do something really stupid, and we'll talk to you before you get demoted. I don't think we've demoted anybody in forever.
Their team invites are sent.
I have accepted the team invite.
Oh, you accepted the team invite before, then you dropped out of the team.
I didn't drop out. I got removed from it. But I would never do it. Hey, I haven't said this yet. This Saturday, August the 26th, from 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in America to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in America, we are going to be doing an all-day fleet event with the intention of raising funds for Ed's funeral. We have prizes, but we also know that not everybody can afford to make a big donation, so we are going to do this as a raffle. If you donate anything, €1 or more, to Ed's GoFundMe, I don't know what the minimum is, I'll have to take a peek, but if you donate, I will put you in the raffle. We have at the moment, I believe, 6 Lobi ships. I believe we have an Infinity T6 as well.
We should probably to get a wider audience for this one, maybe post it up somewhere else too.
Well, I've been trying to spread the word, so guys, if you're in another fleet and you want to share the love, because Ed was in a lot of stuff, I believe that Tibby and Master of Puppets are spreading the word on the German side. I should take a look at that, though. I wonder if there's a minimum you can donate to that. I've been going to this so often it actually just auto-fills now. Donate now. No, there's no bottom limit. It has to be one or more. And it allows you to tip PayPal. If you're broke like a lot of people and you can afford €1, don't tip. Don't worry about it. That said, I also have Eagle Moss Star Trek Online ships. I have I think 9 of them left. This is in this Fleet Museum, yes. So I believe I have 9 left. For people who would like to make a generous donation directly and not do the raffle, I am willing to negotiate with you. My company that I work at is covering the freight to ship them out. And we already had somebody get one the other day.
I still need to figure out how to ship out a laptop to somebody.
By the way, I am so not touching any of this money. If you want to do any of the donations, you donate directly to GoFundMe. Cryptic gave us these ships to use as a fundraiser for this, and I have been very upfront with them about where the money's going, and that I'm not touching it. It's not coming through me. Everything that they gave us is going out, with the exception I have 2 of the 2022 Ships of the Line calendars, if anybody wants an older one.
You said you wanted to talk to me about my...
Yeah, you said you were not going to be available on Saturday, right? And you can't afford it, right? Oh, that you didn't have PayPal. That was it.
GoFundMe has canceled it deleted my account. I can't log into it anymore.
Do you have an alternate email?
No.
Oh, well, that would be a problem.
Go to Gmail, get a new email.
Yeah. Well, in that case, let me know what you'd like to donate. I will donate for you, whether it's €1 or whatever. I will donate for you, and I will mark the ticket with your name. And anyway, every time we raise a total of 200, whether that's one donation, €200, one donation, or if it's 200 €1 donations, we will pull a name for one of the T6 ships. Or sorry, one of the Lobie ships. You get to pick the Lobie ship. We also have a T6 100% off coupon donated by Sav. So if somebody's interested in a T6 ship, we will have that. So we have lots of really awesome prizes, all of which is designed to let's take care of Ed this one last time, guys. We can do this. And if we raise a little more, maybe we can get a headstone and maybe get a little Star Trek Online logo on it. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know how they do it in Germany, but darn it, when I die, I want the final, the end of Pacific Rim. They have a diorama. They have an amazing diorama, and I want that. I want that on my headstone.
I want the Wrath of Khan Starfleet emblem, the Starfleet, the emblem on the uniforms, Wrath of Khan emblem.
Yeah.
I want that on my headstone, on my gravestone.
Yeah, we all have classy things. I actually don't want to die. I mean, if I'm given an option, not dying would probably be right up there with it. Oh, I don't have an image from it. It's an amazing... The end of the movie... Okay, if you've never seen Pacific Rim 1, go see Pacific Rim. Because I don't know what you're doing here if you haven't seen Pacific Rim. I do... Oh, go see it. It's a great movie. My son actually got me the diorama in miniature. Just to have around, and I've never taken it out of the box. I love it that much.
Well,
but Pacific Rim, at the very end, after the entire movie is done, they have the ending credits, and it's done with... so there's a diorama, and they're just moving the camera around it, showing all these cool scenes, but it's, it's not stop action. It's just like a plastic diorama. And the cool thing is that they basically sent out messages to anybody who was interested in trying to create something for the ending credits. Go for it. And this was something done by somebody who was interested in getting into the field, and they shot this on their own diorama, kind of with their own stuff, and obviously they did zoop it up to put it in the movie. But it's amazing. It's all just black plastic pieces. Is it as good as Gamera 3, Marhawkman? Yes. Yes. I have actually seen Pacific Rim so many times I wore out a DVD.
I did that was Wars.
Yeah. It's a movie that doesn't have... You know how in most movies you wait for this scene because that's where you can go to the bathroom because that's the dull spot? It doesn't have a dull spot. But it's Guillermo del Toro, so, you know, great director. Good story writing. I've never seen Revenge of Iris. I will have to go see that. I love a good kaiju movie.
Revenge of who?
It says Revenge of Iris. This is from Marhawkman.
Oh, never heard of it.
Me either.
It's Chimera. It's one of his era movies.
Huh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Pi, I can hear you.
Oh, good. Just
How are you doing tonight
headset.
at this crazy hour of the morning?
It's 1:30.
Well, you're on vacation too.
Yes.
Though, when I was in Vegas, I can't remember that we stayed out late any of the nights, did we? Oh, you guys did, yeah.
We did.
I was a party pooper.
You were the party pooper.
Well, I wasn't.
Which I get it.
I wasn't trying to be a party pooper. I was trying to let you guys have some alone time.
We had alone time.
Alone time in Vegas, you know? And it was kind of my defense against the guy. I kind of needed a little protection, and I thought, hey, well, I'm going out with you guys, so, you know, I can't go out to dinner with the guy.
Mom couldn't be one of the guys then.
It's a story of...
Oh, we have lots of stories.
Inappropriateness. I was kind of blunt. Yeah, my husband just died, hoping this guy wouldn't hit on me, because he hits on me every year. And I'm thinking, okay, my husband just died. Wouldn't that stop you in your tracks? Of,
Most people, yeah.
Yeah, respect, you know? No.
Didn't stop this guy at all.
That's good people, apparently.
Yeah, it didn't. And he might be an interesting person, but I'm just kind of freaked out. Yeah, Drunken Heretic says some
his
people.
timing's pretty terrible, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, I had this defense there, thinking, okay, we're good. We can just get to know each other socially, and that wasn't happening. That was totally not happening.
Why hasn't the bot posted yet?
I don't know. It hasn't. You're right. And I'm looking back here. It has not posted.
You started at 1, and it's 1:30, and
Yeah,
it's supposed...
Should have
and
posted.
it's should have posted every 15 minutes after...
Actually, nothing's posted.
For what?
We've got a bot that's supposed to talk about Ed's departure. I need a good name for this. I don't want it to be super grim. You know, we need a... I was thinking Ed's farewell party. A final salute to the Commodore, if anybody remembers that.
How about Ed's journey to...
Ed's journey to Stovokor?
Yeah.
Isn't that a bit grim?
Yeah, it is a little bit. Oh, thanks, Pi. You've been following for almost 5 years. Thank you.
Well, that is working.
Yeah, that's working fine.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, I'll still be here.
Let me change this up a bit.
Oh, Musin, you're a noob in comparison. He's got 10 months on you, dear.
Custom add command. And it is on the right server.
Think of it this way, Musin. You've been following longer than I have. There it is.
That works. Okay. Yeah, it was me. I just want to see if the time event works. So.
Okay. So that's the event. We have lots and lots and lots of stuff. Oh, speaking of, I have at the moment 20 R&D boxes that I'm going to open up on the off chance and hope that we're going to find an Infinity ship in there, which will be added to our collective vision of stuff.
I have a couple of level 5 Infinity.
So do I.
I know, it's like, oh, yeah, those, yeah.
Yeah,
By the way,
yes.
Never mind. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead, Pi.
I haven't done the universal one.
Neither have we. That's what we're getting a team together to do.
Okay, KDF or Fed?
This is Fed. DT's in charge though, so we'll have to wait for him to come back on, and then he can invite you to the team. But yeah, absolutely. Let's get a team together. I was discussing my recipe for really good ripasta, but that'll be in the cookbook.
So what is the best T5 ship from the Infinity Price Pack?
That's like an open question, right? Because every new person asks, like, what is the best ship you can get? And it all depends on...
I see mostly your universe ships.
That's because most of the Tier 5 ships have been dropped.
Yeah. DT, could you invite Pi to join us for the Universal?
Okay.
The Mirror Nova, is that a T5 in the Infinity, though? I don't think it is.
It is?
Is it?
What?
The Mirror Nova?
Mirror Nova.
Yeah, mirrors
Holy
will be,
crap. Musin, you'll donate a T6 promo? Amazing. Thank you.
I have the Mirror Universe Star Cruiser. Is that it?
I don't know. I don't have any T5 coupon. I don't think I do. T5 coupons on this tune.
Thank you, DT.
Thank you, Musin.
We got one more opening for Operation Riposte.
With a fresh pesto and garlic sauce. I know this is going to sound weird, but I'll be back in 1 sec. I need to grab a jacket.
Okay. Or weird.
All right. Drunken Heretic, DT.
Okay.
Hold it. Are we doing Operation Riposta or are we doing Gateway? We're doing Riposte, right? First?
We're doing Riposte.
Okay.
Riposte. We're doing
Riposte. Good. Riposte. Absolutely. Yay, Riposte. So, folks out there, like I was saying earlier, give me ideas on what you'd like us to do. My paradigm has shifted.
Well, you want me to help you do some builds when we're both here, so...
Yeah, that would be good. I would love to do some builds. I had thought about, if people want to send their builds over, I would be willing to try them out on different ships and see how they go. Oh, Dante sent me something because, I have nothing else to do at work except listen to Dante, who I love. Dante, I adore you. I'm just teasing you.
Is everybody ready for me to cue this?
Go for it. He sent me a link to the cool Stowship database, which allows you to plug in what you'd like to use, and it tells you which ships can do it. Like, he's tried looking for a 5.3 ship with weapons system efficiency, gave him 20. Picked out 5 tactical consoles that can slot FAW3, and there's 20 ships. It just slots or tells you which ships can do that. I'm going to guess since it gave him 20 in it each time, that there's probably the top 20 out of it.
Here we go. I'm queuing privately, so there'll be no wee-woo.
I want a wee-woo. 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 Oh, gosh darn it. Wee-woo. I'll have to go back and find some Ed wee-woos. And yes, everyone, please stop dying. I can't take any more of this.
Yeah, I've had.
Yeah, I am.
I've had 2 friends. I've known 2 people that passed away this month.
Yeah, this is just. Let's not do this, guys.
There you go.
Even my boss figured out something was wrong last week. He didn't ask me. He asked his wife, "Is she okay?" Yeah, I guess. And then lo and behold, you know, I mentioned in passing that Ed had died, and they're like, "Oh, that's why you looked so sucky last week." Yeah, that would do it. And the Wambulance is back. Hi, Wambulance.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, there was a different sound for the ambulance today. There's a hospital not too far from us, but instead of the usual wham 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 wham, it was really weird. Not in a good way weird.
We don't have much time.
Weird. What ship is that below me? It's like a,
Better than yours.
it just looks like the Vorgon ships with the weird.
I feel like I have no acceleration.
Either.
Pew 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 pew. I'm helping. I'm helping.
Shields are down on Season 1. Prepare for boarding action.
I shall beam teams away and up and down.
I'll do the same, and then somebody can. Then the rest of you can go to the next one.
Hey, I'm already right here beating. So
Another away team securing Season 1 station.
6 of 9,
7 of 9. I got the good one.
Another away team securing Season 1
and we're done.
Free Ryan.
successfully captured Season 1 station.
I could go to the last one and just start on it.
If you want to, go for it. I mean, none of these are that difficult.
No, I know. Sure, I'll go for the last one.
Okay. Now the dogs are underneath the desk snoring.
Shields on Season 2 are down.
I bet you said that they'll wake up.
Oh, yeah, they'll wake up as soon as I move, but the goal here is to let them sleep till 9 o'clock. Get all the garbage packed up, take it over once it cools off enough.
Another away team reports successful transport to Season
I'm waiting for whatever storm we're supposed to get today and tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't have anything predicted for a while. Though we didn't have anything predicted last week, and we got a really good thunderstorm that passed through.
Season 2 station has been secured.
Second one be done.
Hey, Klingon, stop killing my shuttle hangar pets.
No.
Season 3 has lost shields. Transport away team.
I do like the breath of the dragon. It is a fun weapon.
Another away team reports successful transport to Season
We're on 8 here.
Should do it.
Season 3
Boom.
station is secured.
All vessels, engage Cloak and regroup at Apex Station.
Cloaking is for cowards. True warriors, attack!
Klingon reinforcements have arrived. Take them out.
Which?
Which?
They said reinforcements. We already took them out.
Oh, those reinforcements.
Those-
The ones we just killed. The extra ones we just killed.
There was like 2 left when he said reinforcements has arrived.
All
Yeah.
ships be advised.
I launched another fighter. That's why.
I will stay up here. The ship doesn't have the maneuverability to go down and shoot things.
I will just shoot
Okay.
because my ship is so super slow. So
Yep.
I will just shoot, and then people can go and come and collect, unless everybody is.
Pew, pew,
I'll
pew.
go down then.
Okay.
I'm in a big cruiser. I'm in a big tanky cruiser.
Probably more maneuverable than this one. It's not a bad ship, but
Intercept enemy missiles before they reach our transports.
Stuff's going to get by me, so just be ready to shoot it.
I'll go to Alpha.
Transport Alpha 1 reports missile lock on. Eliminate the Starfleet from transport. The Cicada has been disabled. 2 missiles is launched from transport Beta 1.
Yeah, I better go defend because War King's down here trying to shoot.
You shooting everything down there, Board King?
Wrong.
Hey, as long as somebody's down there doing it, doesn't matter.
Someone who's down there, somebody's...
Let us know if you miss anything.
Gamma 1 is being targeted by 2 more missiles.
Okay.
Another missile is down on Gamma.
One going up ahead.
War King, we give you one job.
Oh yeah, there are a few heading this way, aren't there?
Cicada reports that combat ready. Beta corridor. Another inbound missile. Take it down.
There's one more down there, Lillian.
I got it.
Okie dokie.
Go to my shuttles and my Scimitar ambulance. God.
Well, shouldn't a Wambulance be saving them, not killing them?
Yeah, well.
Should be.
I'm going to help Alpha.
Okay.
2 missiles are inbound on Alpha corridor. Damn it. We lost a transport.
Language.
Sorry. English.
No, no, I was talking to Lorca, not you.
Oh. Because I did say...
No, I was talking to Lorca.
You missed one and you didn't call it out either.
Well, maybe you didn't know he missed it. There's one coming up your way, Alpha. Got it over there? Wonder how the Breath of the Dragon would do against the missiles. But that would be fun.
Be short term, right?
I wonder if this would count as destructible torpedo.
That's a really good question.
Is it counting down for you?
Did you have destructible torpedoes? Oh.
No, no. But it'd just be a good question to...
Yeah.
For, like, your use.
Do missiles count as torpedoes? Mar Hawkman, that's a Mar Hawkman question.
Transport Beta 3 reports missile lock on.
Let's see, out of curiosity.
That was the last one. We got a missile. Nice.
Ja, somebody got it before I could. I was trying to see if I could fry it, but...
You were too far out of range. It was getting too close, so I took a shot.
So we lost.
I love that dragon's breath, I swear.
Yep, it is fun. Yes, we
So
did lose
lost
one.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This'll hit what-
It happens.
Songs will be sung of you.
So who will do what here? Who will transport and who will do what?
The security Klingon transport vessel.
I'll transport.
Remaining Klingon vessels.
All
and
the
please
missiles are done
don't,
down
no
here, right?
rifts. No rifts.
No rifts. Okay.
All the missiles are done down here,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. So now we got the last.
Yeah, he did say the missiles were done. Didn't you hear him?
This.
I have it on mute. And I just...
And no rifts.
I will not drop
Just
a
tell-
rift. I like rifts.
I know, but it will just destroy the...
I won't do it.
The-
I'll rephrase that. I will not intentionally do it. It's weird
Klingon transport
wrist
disabled.
thing anyway. It's not in a
Tractor
good
back to
spot.
our starting area.
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
How are you
Disable the
guys?
Klingon transport.
We're okay tonight. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm 2 Endeavor ranks away from being 500.
Well, that's awesome.
Got a tractor beam on that transport.
I got a transport. Yeah, I got transport. Come, my child. Come back here. But Mom, I don't want to go. You're going anyway.
It is everywhere. I'm lost.
Funny, I did that with my Odyssey class, you know, the Tier 5 variant.
Uh-huh.
Transport disabled.
Much
Tractor
fun
back to our starting
with some
area.
quantum torpedoes.
I have no idea what that sound was. It wasn't the dogs. Well, that's good.
What are you guys up to tonight?
Tonight we are doing a little bit of Operation Riposte. And I understand we have some Herc attendants that need to be killed. So we're actually going to do home.
No, not Herc attendants.
Yes, Herc attendance.
Yes.
Oh, okay, for you.
Yeah.
It's not all about. It's not about all about your
what-
endeavors, Board
What
King.
do you have, Board King?
Terran's ground, Herald ships, and damage ground.
So we got a lot of stuff we can do. So we've got a Operation Wolf we can get into.
You know something? My Endeavor's already done.
Well, I was going to do mine this morning, but we got into chatting and Pi was on the show, and you know, it was,
I'll take one of the pods with me.
I got one. Hey, by the way, Pi, it was very nice to talk to you this morning. Thank you.
Likewise.
Transport disabled.
I have rebuilt another ship, by the way.
Oh, sweet. Congratulations.
The Mirror Universe Gagarin.
I love the Gagarin, but when I did the Mirror Universe, it just wasn't as awesome. Probably because I just didn't have to build, but I loved the Gagarin. I still love the Gagarin. I've got it
Yeah.
on my
Klingon
Cation,
transport has been secured.
Yeah.
or as we say, Kaitian.
I have it as a mixed build at the moment between cannons and
Starting area.
beam overload.
The Klingon
So
transport has been secured.
it works kind of
Klingon
good actually.
transport has been secured.
It's hard as well.
Dwayne, is that the Maga Gagarin? Is that what you've got there? The Mega Gagarin? The Mick Gargan?
How about a Gagarin Dreadnought?
Klingon transport disabled. Tractor back to
Somebody got that one? Or do you want me to grab it? Yeah, somebody's got it.
I got it.
Wait, where do I take it?
Yeah, go over to the giant V on the other side. Look for the big green line.
Okay.
That way.
Where I'm heading?
Yep.
tractor back to our starting
I didn't realize I tractored it. Tractored it.
Yep.
But it looks like I got some enemies over here.
The Mirror Gagarin. The Gagarin. Make Gagarins great again. That's where I was going with that one. Houston, thank you.
Yeah.
The Klingon transport has been
Oh,
secured.
why am I going back? Is there stuff? Are we all done? Yeah, we're done with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done because we're waiting on Board King.
New inbound contact.
And me.
It's a dreadnought.
No, Board King was throwing his last ship over.
Oh,
We were
okay.
waiting on him.
Yeah. Always waiting on me.
All vessels. Disable that
Don't
vessel.
find the
Keep your
Dauntless.
captain alive.
Now you can use rifts.
Well, I will use rifts as soon as I get over there and can riftify things.
What ship are you in?
Me? Hesperian.
Ah,
Just wanted to get it through leveling so I can snag the toys out of it.
The good old trait.
Yeah. Traits and consoles. What else do you need out of life?
Yeah.
Yay, we're done! Yay!
I think I unleashed a little bit too much rift and other things on his ship.
As the ship implodes. We are done! Yay!
It's not merely the ship, his whole fleet imploded.
Let's see what we got for that one. Alright. Oh, apparently, somehow... I have a defeated changeling here. How did that happen?
A what?
I have a defeated changeling. I have no idea how I got that. What's that? I've got some more bank slots. Good. Alright, what was that worth? That was the 1,000 lithium. Oh, 500,000 EC. Yay.
Yeah, I got something like that.
If we keep growing in members in the voice chat, we're going to have a full 10-man TFO.
That would be fun.
Hey, Mom. Defeated changelings, I only know of 2 different ways to get them.
Let's see. Jabberwocky?
Okay, there might be 3, but you have to fight a changeling
right
in a ground mission where you actually capture them.
Right. So you used to be able to pick them up in it wasn't the factory.
Contemplating captains.
No, it was the
yes.
Contemplating captains was the first way you could get them in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Jabberwocky was the one.
Yeah, Jabberwocky. When that was the TFO in a grind a couple of years ago, I was always picking those up, and it's an extra whole stack of dilithium. So
it was actually not intentionally added to the game as an item players could have. It was something the devs threw in for fun when they added contemplating captains to the game, and then they realized that players had found a bug that was letting them keep them instead of actually having them disappear like they're supposed to. Because in contemplating captains, you're not fighting a real changeling. You're fighting a hologram.
Right.
So it doesn't actually make sense that you end up with a physical changeling in a box when the mission is over with. But that's what had happened to enough players that the devs decided to have fun with it. And
actually, we were getting them before contemplating captains. We were getting them on that mission where we ran into loss.
Yeah. So that where you pick them up down in the great whatever it is.
The new link.
The new link. Thank you.
Right, but you're thinking of the post-revamp story.
No, I'm thinking of the pre-revamp story. In the
post-revamp, you don't get him in the
post-revamp. He just goes back. But in the original one, you could pick him up after you defeated him. Yep. I remember that, and that's why I was surprised when you could still turn them in later, and I didn't realize you could get it in Contemplating Captains and in Jabberwocky.
As far as I know, they didn't exist before the Jim Haddad featured episode series was added to the game.
No, they did. They definitely did. This it was. Oh God, what was it back in though? Let's see. It's still in Jabberwocky and Combat Training Changelings. But because when they updated the wiki, they don't update all this stuff. But yeah, you used to be able to pick it up in something else. Let's see if we can go back and find an old Reddit on this.
Wants to join in on some attendant killings.
Oh, I'm good with that. But let me change to a different tune for that one.
Okay.
Are you going to do the whole Are you going to do the whole home episode, or are you going to do something else?
I'm going to do the whole home episode.
The whole home episode.
The whole thing.
Wow. Okay.
Because we got a big team here.
Yeah.
So we'll do the whole
that'd
thing.
Be fun. Events, let me see if this one's ever done it. This one's never done it. Okay, I'm good for this one. Go for it.
Alright.
Oh. Is that Red Side?
I want to do it on a different tune then.
Okay.
Is it red side or blue side?
Then the blue side.
Blue side.
Oh.
Okay, I left the team. I'm going to get a different character that's never done it.
Yep, it's always fun that way.
Let's get...
Okay, I found a link to the new link, the original, blah, 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 speak to changeling, blah, blah, blah. Defeat loss. Is this the old one or the new one? Okay, I found the original.
All right, here's my new.
Yeah, you do in the original one, which is the new link, which has been replaced. Defeat and capture loss is the second to last thing on the new link, and whatever year that goes back to, if it tells me anything. It was removed in 2015.
The way I remember it, though, is that that particular version of the mission didn't actually give you a changeling item.
It did.
Yeah, it did. That part I remember. Because that's the only place I remembered you could do it. Yep. Defeating and capturing loss will reward the player with a defeated changeling. So that's in the old wiki for it. It's still out there.
I still have it on my original Klingon. I never got a chance to trade it in.
Wow. Wow. Man, and do you think my inventory is jammed up with stuff?
I put an X in chat, DT. To do home.
Okay, well, I put mine in.
There we go.
But aren't we too many? How many people are we? Me, Mom, DT, and Boy King.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's 4.
That'd be 5, actually.
No, it's 5 because we've got Drunken Heretic with us.
Oh,
but I can just.
I can
just.
Well, I don't need to do that.
I can step out. It's
hold on. Again. Yeah, but you're the person streaming.
It's my stream. Yeah. Okay. That's a really good point.
It's your stream. You have to stay.
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't know how many people were jumping in for that one. Yeah.
I don't know either.
In the game,
I shared the mission, so everybody transwarp out here and let me know when you're ready.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Can I for a quick visit just go to the starbase?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go do what you need to do.
I got it set on elite, so this will be fun.
There's one thing that actually annoys me about the starbases.
Yes.
For some reason, I can't transport from the starbases directly to my ship. I have to go to the transporter pads.
That's weird.
No, it's always been like that. You can't.
No.
You cannot transport. If you're on a fleet starbase, you cannot transport to a ship. You have to go.
Fleet starbase.
Fleet starbase, yeah.
Yeah.
Starbase.
It's because of the way that the game handles your position on the galactic map. It can't do the normal method of transferring because of the way that the data pointers are stored in memory or something. One of the devs explained it in one of the 10 Forward streams years ago, and I only remember pieces of the explanation. But like the way the Fleet Starbase works, so it's basically a way of jury-rigging it so they have 2 different locations stored for your character, and you can't do that transfer because it would use the first of the 2 locations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't explain that right. But,
No, I get your point. It's just, for me, if I click the button, why doesn't it just take me outside of the starbase?
Because you'd suffocate. There's no air out there.
Well,
and it's a very long walk.
Yeah. I'm going to grab some water while you discuss amongst yourselves.
The way the game handles that system of pointers, though, is that if you were to use the normal beam up function, it would attempt to use the location you were at before you went to the Fleet Starbase to beam up from.
Okay. Yeah, I see your point. And you said home DT, right?
Yeah. I shared the mission earlier. Do I need to do it again?
Yeah. No. I can just transport there. No matter. I think I already have it slotted, so.
Alright. Here we go.
Give me a second.
In.
I'm on. Yes, accept.
And we get to kill some hergs so that people get phaser damage and things like that. Ooh,
Oh, I don't think I have phaser damage on. I have plasma, but I
And do your plasma damage.
don't even know if I have any plasma weapons on this ship.
Oh,
I'm back.
We went in.
We went in. We're waiting on you, Mom.
Okay.
Well, they came towards us, but...
I'm there. Let us do this thing. I don't know if it was a glitch then. I'm going to call you Grizzly because it looks close enough to being Grizzly there. I assume they did it for Snicks. You know, maybe it started out as a glitch, but everybody liked it. We're on... I thought you said we were on Elite.
My ship won't last much
We
longer.
are.
We need to deal with the swarm attacking it.
Well, it says 4. It says Elite. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Don't feel like elite.
It don't feel like Elite.
I mean, I'm looking at the thing on the map, and it looks like it has the advanced logo on it.
No, it's got... I'm looking at the team. It says Elite, and I queued for Elite, so...
Yeah, one looks for advanced.
It's because we're not matching his level.
Ah.
We forgot to set a level match. That's why. It's because we're in different zones, and when people beam in, we have to be in the same zone when we do it.
Do you want to beam out and try that again? We can drop it and restart it, DT?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Nah, I got my staff weapon on. We'll just blast. I just got to blast 10s, which just means going to be taking a casual trip to blast attendants.
There, I match DT's level.
I don't even remember how I do that anymore.
The small yellow thing.
The small.
Just in the upper left corner of your ship. If you see DT's ship, there is a small gray box. If you hover over it, it says match current level.
Nope, it says I'm matching current level, so we're good.
Yeah, only one person isn't.
Who is that? Is that me?
No.
Okay. Is it Borg King?
Yeah.
No.
Borg? Poop?
No.
I'm level 65.
Drunken Heretic?
Yeah.
Drunken Heretic.
Drunken
Match
Heretic.
DT's level. Right card says, I was a transporter accident. That's what my parents said about me.
We did it. The Dreadnought's disabled. That ship is still crawling with her.
Well, beat
Make
me
sure
over.
your away teams are ready for a fight.
I'll send some of my best.
Oh.
You can fight.
I'm looking at the people that I'm beaming over. I was like, that's not my crew.
No, it's not.
No, we're better.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, we're cuter.
DT needs to go first.
Yeah, DT needs to go first. He has to kill a bunch of them. Everybody hold your fire. Let DT go out and shoot things.
Weapon I have.
So let's go back to Elite, but...
Just send when you're ready, DT.
I gotta kill 120 and we're doing the whole mission, so...
Yeah, there's plenty for us to kill. Yeah, you know what? There's plenty for us to kill. Think about it. Because we have that massive battle after we get done with this one, go back into space and come back down again. However, it probably would help me if I actually put a phaser. Have I got a phaser? That is a phaser rifle. Okay, I have to go shoot things.
My plasma wire.
I'm already at 27. I'm already at 30, 32.
Is all your characters still set up for Riser?
Pardon?
Are all your characters still set up for Riser or something?
No, not really. I mean, they are, but not intentionally. I just never got around to changing them. I'll give them some clean clothes one of these days. Let's just say it's not been a good couple of weeks. We'll just go with that.
I've been seeing the STO mail that I've been receiving from Strike Group.
Yep, that's my stuff going out there. It's been sucktacular. But we are doing our big party this Saturday. Our farewell to Ed.
Probably won't be there, like...
Would it be a German wake since we don't do since Ed?
Okay, so it's for Gerhard. How's that? Are we happier that it's not for Ed? I don't know how you say farewell party for Ed.
I mean, I'm already halfway through, so yeah, we're going to get them all.
Well, I got my... Oh. I'm firing... Am I not firing a phaser? Let's switch weapons. There we go. Now I'm firing a phaser. That works better.
That helps, yeah.
Yeah, well, for phaser damage, yeah, it does.
The weapon ain't doing nothing.
It was effective, but it just wasn't giving me the phaser damage I wanted. So, yeah, we're going to have a party on Saturday. 12 hours, raffles. I got prizes. I've got stuff.
V'ger is the plasma thing, right?
No,
V'ger is...
the bit. V'ger is Voyager 6.
No, but is that plasma damage?
Yes, it is definitely plasma damage. The ground thing does an amazing amount of plasma damage, so if you ever have to do plasma ground damage, just make sure you're equipped with the V'ger probes. And a couple enemies, and they're done. And it's got a really quick cooldown, too. I know it says it's 2 minutes, but I don't think that's 2 minutes.
I'm already at 100, so yeah. It's going to work very well.
We got some more. Not to worry.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes, since we now have to save him.
There we go. Got my V'ger.
Save us, save us. No.
Well, that was amusing. My easy endeavor for today gave me more loot than my medium one did.
Wow. That happens, though. I mean, it is random.
But both of them, I got 2 items.
Yeah.
The easy one gave me a blue quality EC chest, and the medium one gave me 2 green quality EC chests.
Wow.
Is this where all the cool kids hang out?
Oh, it sure is. Hey, and welcome aboard.
I mean, it depends on your definition of cool, I suppose.
Hey, no. We're the cool kids. We define ourselves. We don't need no stinking external modifications to define us.
Honestly, anything that is cooler than Texas right now is cool.
Yeah.
And that's 100, and that's 120, but we're going to do the whole thing.
Yeah, you want to do the whole thing? Let's do the whole thing. I mean, we got a team here. Let's do it.
We got a team. Let's do it. Let's party.
We had roughly a week and a half of nothing but 122 in the shade.
Jesus. Oh.
Sidewalk and pavement was roughly around 160. 180 if you were in a car with dirt tent.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Now, I need to head back to Chicago, and I want to take the kiddos with me, and I'm trying to find every excuse to not take them with until we're into, like, October or November. There's no way I'm putting them in a car and risking it.
But I get kicked out of the mission. Okay, good.
We're running out of time, Doctor.
Should I upgrade some stuff, or should I just
why
leave
not?
it? I have 271,000 dilithium saved up.
Well, dilithium's a fine thing to have.
Yeah.
171. That's a respectable amount.
Yeah.
Wouldn't call it a large amount, but it's respectable.
Yeah, I'm over 2 million on my main on this count. But that's...
Yeah, same for me on this one, because I never use it for anything. He's so good of a ship and a tune that he gets all the missions, he gets all the dilithium, and then I realized I'm not upgrading him. I'm not doing anything with it.
Yeah, that's why I started using my Andorian for some of the stuff lately, because I need the deal here so I can get some officers to up the tank.
Yeah, well, that's why I want to upgrade Complicatus and Speed Demon, so that they can start doing their share.
Okay, I'm gonna buy 60 boxes of Phoenix Prize packs.
Oh.
It'll be ironic if I get those.
I still got over. I still got well over 100 keys to play with.
So, folks, if you do donate to the event, everybody's going to get a prize, even if you don't win the lottery. But if you donate anything, you will get a prize. And at the moment, I'm sitting on about 100 keys. So, guess what some of those prizes are going to be? Okay, here we go. Cutscene! Are we watching the cutscene, or are we leafing through it?
I'm watching the cutscene. It's Jeffrey Combs, after all.
Good point.
My favorite part of this cutscene is seeing Laura shoot someone.
Oh yeah.
You were in prison.
I was liberated by those who stood.
So as the joke goes,
you're all ready to beam over because I tried to skip the scene.
Oh, we'll be there eventually, but not tomorrow.
You're gonna sit and wait.
Yeah, I'll sit and wait. Maybe it gives me an excuse to do what I need to do for things. Okay. Here.
I love that little hand motion. It's perfect for him.
Make yourself useful.
You know, that little finger wiggly thing.
Give you an order. Open fire. Kill them now. I think not.
Yes, the assault minigun. That's what I want. There we go.
Still haven't quite figured out what I'm going to pick for my event.
Oh, for the meta event?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the lobby so we can get some ships for Saturday.
Right, I'm gonna disconnect.
I got 2 years of meta events on this account to play with.
Yep, so that gives me 3,000 on each account for lobby, so that's 3 ships on each, plus the lobby I already have.
I'm debating on this account to go use last year's for like to get a hold of another.
So for those of you participating in the raffle on Saturday, there are a lot of prizes, so the intention is we raise a lot of money for this. I need more ships like I need a hole in the head. Maybe I'll actually get to play this year.
Hope so.
Me too.
I thought last year, and something that still stands for this year, is looking at the meta event. I was like, okay, so what do I have a reason to actually want?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then going like, you know what? I'll think about it later.
This year
have it all figured out.
This year, since I already got that done, I really want to pick up the Sagan.
Yeah, somebody was raving on about the Sagan this morning.
I mean, I want to get a Neo Constitution, but that's...
Also, you can't stack last year's box with this year's box because they have different price points.
Right.
Except for the Lobby. Lobby is just Lobby.
As for last year's, I'm honestly thinking another Atlas, because I need another DPRM for this character, actually.
I hadn't heard the music on this before. It's pretty good. Hey there, Frost. How are you doing, dear? Don't you have your poetry reading on Mondays?
No, that's Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. My bad. My bad.
And that's not this week anyway.
Oh, okay.
I think it's next week. Actually. I have no idea.
But next week is moving furniture week.
Well,
And cutscene again, so.
I actually hired movers, so I just have to box up everything sometime between now and next Saturday.
when I was going from base to base, I wasn't allowed to touch anything. They'd have movers come in and they'd put everything into boxes. And
Well, Quark, we're waiting.
but you got in a lot of trouble if you got in their way.
Lose something.
Yes.
Like your nerve, perhaps?
Long ago, Takuvma, the unforgettable,
Why am I having problems
lit the
today?
beacon of Kalis to restore glory
Do-do-do-do-do.
to the Empire. Today, a new torch.
So what is this friendship class thing that I'm
Son
seeing?
of Moog,
It's a ship?
Oh, I got it. I have one.
It's one of those things that looks like it defies the laws of physics from the 32nd century.
And I just...
Is it one of the ships that Osira blew up with her Emerald Change Dreadnought? I don't remember.
There's a lot of ships she blew up the Dreadnought, and there's a lot of ships that got blown up by singularities. There's a lot of ships.
It's not very safe to be a ship in Star Trek.
I mean, that is a good point.
Like everything does.
It's Star Trek. If you're not in a hero ship, your career's short. If you're not, if your character doesn't have a first name, your career is short.
Okay, so I have my
Morph
reward.
doesn't have a first name.
My character doesn't
Morph,
have
son of Moog. He has a full name.
So what ship should I get? The premium ship bundle thing.
You mean for the prize, the meta event?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's some good ones. I mean, you can get one where you just want to get it because of the console or the trait, which seems like a waste of all those months of effort, but...
I want something that looks cool, but I mean, the problem is that I have it on the character I use the most, which is Rawl. And I already have the perfect ship for her.
Then
So
don't do it.
What would I change it to?
Then go get Lobie.
Well, one of mine, I actually used it to get a Borg Juggernaut because of the fact that I've wanted to fly that ship ever since I saw it in the 90s.
That's a really good reason to get it. I mean, that's probably the best reason to get it.
the Borg ship.
We won't last
Yep.
long out in the
But
open.
the fortunate thing is that there's bound to account, so I can give it to anybody I want.
Odo
Yep.
Takira,
Yeah. It's the whole
we're fortifying
thing.
our position near the Great Link.
So Grizzly, better known as Ricard, is thinking about
If we
the
remember
adamant.
to save, if we remember to save the changeling, we will all get the accolade.
Yay, let's save the change. We have to save all four, right?
Yes.
We gotta save everybody.
Can we
so-
actively try not to save the changeling? Is that an option?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get the optionals.
Failure is always an option.
That's
Yes, I hear you. You guys can relax.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just feed yourself to the herd. They will happily accept you if you wish to die.
I'm sure they will. This is not a. I mean, that's not a very hard mission, but it used to be nearly impossible, but now it's just not.
We're on elite.
I wouldn't
We're
call
on a
it
full
nearly
team. We're on a full team on elite. We kind of upped the difficulty a little bit.
A little bit.
I wouldn't call it nearly impossible. Moderately challenging is as far as I would go.
Loki, hush, we're busy killing things.
What's that? The dog has volunteered as tribute.
Loki, you can be patient.
That's kind of a cool looking uniform.
Which one?
The 2259 Starfleet armor.
Yeah. Oh, we got all four. Yay! Yay us! I didn't get the accolade.
Well, if you
Never
already
do.
have it, you won't get it.
This is the first time this tune's done this.
Yeah, same here, and I've not gotten no accolade.
Didn't get no stinging accolade. Probably because we didn't get in to do them all.
They have a problem with you personally.
Yeah, just personal. The adamant is great for surgical strikes. Ooh, that's a really good point. I think if I don't give them away, if they don't get raffled off, I still have some T6 coupons left.
So is the Hydra.
Oh!
Separately.
Is the Hydra one of the options for the meta event?
Yeah. Because the limits are not there for the tier 6 N ships.
Hydra is probably one of the best ships.
Yeah.
That have come out in the recent past.
Oh, and it's one of the best N ships in the game right now.
And I already have the ship, so I have to find something that isn't.
So do I.
Darn me and my pain for it.
If we don't make it.
Like I said, I think the one I'm going to do, I was thinking of doing a 7 and 9 Inspire Tune, and I'll start with the Sagan.
Look around.
Which one's the Sagan?
There may not be a better time.
The Stargazer from Picard, Season 2.
What's so good about the Sagan?
And I understand.
It's Space Barbie.
Oh, okay. That's perfectly reasonable. I entirely support that decision.
Hey, isn't that the name of the game around here?
Yes.
It really is at this point, because
I gotta tell you, Mom.
Yeah.
This day, I mean, I have written at least 3,000 words every day.
Did you write anything today?
I have not written a single thing today.
Yeah, I totally get that. I haven't opened
no idea
anything
what to do.
Just relax for a day. You've got the sequel. You can go on with that.
I don't want to do that. That makes me think. I'm bad right now.
Relaxing doesn't sound like fun.
I don't know how to relax. That's my problem.
Ord King, are you still thinking that your away team's better than all of us down here?
What?
Is your team better than us? Us as a whole team.
Well, any player team is better than my teams.
You were saying you wanted your people down here instead of us.
Yeah, well, they look like me. They look like my character, my captain. That's why.
So how is
my alien species?
How is the mystical land of Utah today?
Yeah. Cloudy.
Cloudy.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
Oh wow.
Day.
Hope you guys don't get that.
Oh yeah, there was that tropical storm in the Pacific that some people were getting rain from.
It grazed LA.
Well,
yeah.
You check radar, it shows that it's raining on me, but it's not raining. It's just clouds going over.
Yeah.
Oh,
my wife told me about she said a hurricane hit LA. It's like hurricanes are an Atlantic Ocean thing.
Well, technically,
no.
Anywhere they just have different names. Oh, I love this cutscene there. Is that you with me, Pi?
I think I was together with DT.
Oh, I was seeing you and me.
Oh, it probably
it randomly puts people together. Yeah.
That was so sweet, though. I like that.
There's a specific place where it always shows you, and then whoever else is in your team fills in the other roles.
Tropical Storm Hillary.
Well, the difference between a tropical storm and a hurricane is pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Having lived through 4
his life.
F5.
Wow.
What they're called?
Category 5.
Yeah, Category 5, yeah, Cat 5. So, it was Michael, it was Irma, it was Ian, and another one.
Were you down there for Katrina?
No, that was 95.
Okay.
No, this is all within the last 10 years.
My favorite story.
On my cutscene, that was you and me on the cutscene on mine, Mom.
Oh, that was just me on mine.
I saw you running back from
Tropical Storm Greg. I'm waiting for Tropical Storm Chad and Karen.
There was a Tropical Storm Karen.
Was there really?
There was. It was like 3 years ago.
Hi.
The only reason I know that.
What do you mean?
I'm Chad. I'm here to go cause you a storm for you today.
The only reason I know that is because I was part of a FEMA strike force. that actually was repairing a community that was supposed to get hit by Tropical Storm Karen, and they never got hit. Because
sounds like a Karen.
Doesn't do anything.
He was busy talking to the manager.
Karen called the manager.
Exactly.
Karen's a lot of hot air.
I wish to make a complaint.
A lot of gusto, no buster.
You don't know how important I am. I have 5 followers on my social network, and I will ruin you.
Romulus Republic Force, I think you should try it with no shields.
What was that?
Romulus Republic Force seems to think you should try it with no shields.
Yeah, no. I will do, what is it? One Night in Bozeman. No shields, melee weapons only. That one's fun.
I mean,
I've never done the Bozeman.
It's also easy.
You've done Bozeman with us, Board King.
You have done Bozeman with us.
You did it this year. Yeah, you did it this year.
You did it this year.
You probably don't remember because it's so easy.
Yeah, it is kind of easy.
It is, however, quite notable.
People, is it space or?
It's ground. It's the one with 7 of 9, and you get cutscenes, or you get scenes from.
One of the most notable things from it is
never on during that week.
It has audio samples from First Contact where you can actually listen to Zephram Cochrane having that stupid bar argument with Riker and Troy.
Yeah.
I never saw that. I would never seen that because I was.
It's not on for a week. It's on for a month. I swear you did it with us last time.
No,
you did.
Because I never got any credit for it.
It's a TFO.
It's a TFO. There's no credit for it.
Well, it's playing a different game.
It's technically a ground patrol.
Yeah. It's just only available during the First Contact event.
This is new information that just came out of Disney.
Yeah.
The other day, just like 2 days ago. Ashoka comes out on.
Ahsoka is dropping tonight. Actually.
That's what I thought I heard.
I was told Thursday, and that's what it's
saying.
For some of you.
My Disney app says tonight.
Yeah, I heard that at work too.
Regardless, I've been told that they're trying to rework the finale because they said something went wrong, and the strike may impact it.
Wow! Oh,
well, indeed.
So it's the first time we'll actually see the effects of the strike.
Wow!
And my wife is talking about how American Horror Story went and crossed strike lines and hired scabs, and they're doing AI for some of the characters.
Oh my God!
So you can guarantee that series will not last another season.
Yeah,
I don't know. Honestly, with the way things are going, SAG and the WGA might end up going kaput.
I don't see that because they got a $900 million strike fund. They got a little bit of staying power.
Yeah,
I think they're good for now.
But who's that money going to?
And the people that
I'm
are
gonna bounce a few minutes because I need to feed the kitties.
Go feed the kitties. Go feed the chillins. Okay.
Do you know what Adam Conover is?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's one of the strike generals, as they call them.
Yeah.
And he's making sure that the money is going where it's supposed to go.
Good for him.
He doesn't need the money. He can do this for as long as he wants to.
Yeah.
Because he owns the production company that all this stuff is coming from. Doesn't have to worry about the money, but he's out there every day with these people. And I don't like Adam Conover. I don't think he's very funny. But I respect him for what he's doing.
Sav has announced, everyone can relax. Sav is here. Good evening, Sav.
Yay!
Hi, Sav.
Hi, Sav.
You were worried there.
Yeah, really. Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's important things here. The most important one is Sav is here.
Yeah.
It is the only thing of import.
Lovely people. I don't know.
Hey, and Pirate Scum. Hi there, Pirate Scum. How are you doing, sweetie? Sav and I were talking smack about you yesterday.
Out. September 6th is Starfield. Really looking forward to that.
Starfield.
Yes. A time when we find out whether or not it really is Elder Scrolls in space.
Well, that's going to be closer to Fallout 4 in space, but...
I mean, can we really be sure of that until we see it?
Well, I've seen some beta play, and yeah, it's Fallout 4.
What is Starfield? Question: are there any space vampires doing it with space bears?
I don't know about the bears, but I do know there are space vampires.
Yeah, Bethesda likes vampires.
They really like vampires. Not so much about the bears, but definitely the vampires.
I mean, they have a lot of Yao Guai and bears in Elder Scrolls too. So, I mean, you know, it's just that bears are things that you kill, not things that you do that with.
So, I mean...
tell that to Baldur's Gate 3.
Again,
Baldur's Gate, that's a whole different thing. Oh my gosh, the bugbear in the ogress, that was something I was not expecting when I saw it.
Anyway, though, will that happen in Starfield? Probably not.
Starfield's gonna start off the same way that Fallout 76 did. It really, really sucked when it first started, and then it got really good. Right now, Fallout 76 is really good. Whether it stays that way or not, well, that's kind of up in the air.
Anyway, so who wants to do Operation Riposte?
I can switch to the other side to do that. Pirate Scum, I swear I saw something from you here, and I'm not seeing it at the moment, which doesn't mean anything.
I thought Mom was your favorite dipshit from Chicago.
Oh my God. Yeah, I am the favorite dipshit from Chicago. Second favorite dipshit from Chicago.
You're a Chicago native, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. For all practical purposes, yes, I am.
The only time
I dipshit from Chicago.
I think I've been to Chicago airport once or twice.
JB, that is amazing. Thank you. Yes. We could meet up someplace and take care of that between now and Saturday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. JB isn't technically from Chicago. He's from near Chicago, but so am I.
You're close enough.
Well, yeah, we're both close enough.
I grew up in Rochester, New York, and I didn't grow up anywhere near the actual city of Rochester, but nowhere know where I'm actually from. Or where I lived 90% of my childhood. I lived in Dispatch, New York, which I'm sure absolutely nobody here knows where that is. But I did meet, wow. Chaos's wife actually grew up with a very, very close to me. Interesting enough. My brain is not working today. Does anybody want to do anything?
Yes, we're going to do Operation Riposte.
Is it Fed or KDF?
I don't know.
I'm on Fed.
I'm jumping off the team. I'm jumping off the team for a little bit.
Okay.
Feel free to invite if you need it.
I'm here.
Give me a second to send a message out.
Oh.
All right, let me jump over to my other console. Let me get out of here. Out of there, so I can do the secret.
We've already got two people dropping. Drunken, you can stay in. That's fine.
Oh, I'm switching to the other side. I can put together a new team.
I mean, Drunken's already. I want to do it on this particular character. Is I have a disruptor damage space thing, and hey,
you've got disruptor damage, right?
You're back. Welcome back.
I'm back on this one. Let's see, what do I need to do? I think I have to do some phaser damage. But I like this ship on this one. It's nice and defensive-y.
At that moment where you're like, why is my headset cable feeling weird? And then you realize it's wrapped around a different cable.
Oh yeah, that happens. What do I need here? I need some more phasers. Let's see, we'll throw that on. Just for fun, we'll throw that on. Okay. I did see the DM. I say thank you very much. If we need to meet up, why don't we meet when I'm not on a show? And we can just exchange in real life. And thank you incredibly, wonderfully much. But we've got a couple of days between now and then, and I'm trying to put together a list of what we've got. Please don't forget that we will also, this isn't for a raffle, but I have the Eagle Moss Star Trek Online miniatures, which will be available if somebody wants to make a generous donation. I will send them to you directly, not raffling those. And I'll give you a list of what's out there.
I already have all those ships.
Well, not everybody does. So
I know. That's why I said I feel guilty about it.
Well, don't. You've got them already. You can still generously donate.
I've already donated once.
All right. Who needs an invitation to do Operation Rapasta?
Well, I would enjoy one.
Who's team leader for this one?
I am. I'll team lead it. Just give me an X in chat or an X in something.
X in chat. X in chat. X in chat.
This is Federation. Unless we get 5, then we can make it private.
I keep forgetting there's actually a keybind for the X key.
Well, it's called an X.
Yeah, that's called a letter. I mean,
no. When I say keybind, I mean it actually has a gameplay function attached to it.
Oh.
It causes your character to crouch for some reason, and then you go to over-the-shoulder camera.
Well, actually, X isn't the crouch. X is the...
X is default crouch.
No, C is default crouch.
No.
Well,
oh, yeah. X is default, aim.
Aim, thank you.
X.
Okay, that would work.
It's not actually using aim mode. Aim mode is when you push B.
No.
B is first-person shooter.
Right. I mean, you can certainly aim with it. Who else needs an invitation to Rapasta?
Rapasta. Makes me want spaghetti.
And I'm back, and I see the bot posted. So
the bot
Yes,
posted.
the bot posted.
Yeah, I thought he the.
Are you working on a new project? I mean, that's weird.
So what are you guys doing? Do you need a hand, or...?
We're going to do Operation Rapasta, so... Yes, I know. Loki. That's enough.
But I needed you to know that I'm here, Mom. You didn't lose me again.
Maybe the dog telepathically sensed that there's a dog somewhere near me.
Well, okay, so there's the big dog sitting in the doorway, so the little dog can't come in. And I told the little dog to come here, and she moves towards me, and the big one immediately stands up and goes sideways in the doorway, so she can't get by. Come here, Fifi. Yes, we'll go out when we're done here. All right. Anybody else needing a little Operation Rapasta?
Right now, I want pasta.
Pasta is for closers.
Mom?
Yes?
If you update the stream title, or if you update the stream, you can see I added the command for Ed's thing.
Oh, okay.
As the first thing in the title.
Great. How do I update that?
No, I updated it already.
You updated it. Okay.
But if you update your browser, if it hasn't updated, you can see I added the command for Ed.
Okay. Oops.
EDGFM.
Okay. But it should still pop every 15,
you
correct?
You actually don't need to refresh
the browser. The bot, but I was just thinking the stream title. The bot will still, but it's just the stream title. Then, you know, in case people don't see it or you want to promote it a bit more, you can say, hey, write blah, 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 and it will give you the link to the page.
Oh, apparently it doesn't work when I do it. Or it just
work when I did it either.
Yeah, there's a 5-second. Yeah, but there's a 5-second cooldown, so it doesn't get spammed. That's a default thing I can't change.
Well, that's a good idea. Okay, does anybody else need Operation Riposta?
I don't need it.
Okay. Frost, do you need it?
Help? I don't need it.
Okay.
I actually have to kill Terran ships, so it's pretty good for me, but...
Okay.
Hello, Gozer the Gozerian.
And I gotta do any proton damage, so either way, it's gonna do something for me.
Okay.
I still think the president sounds like Gozer the Gozerian.
Yes. So, Frost, was that a yes or no? You don't want in or you do want in?
I'm already in the team.
Oh, you're already in the team. Yes, you are. So, as I was saying earlier, I was watching chat going by the other day, and somebody in the Accolades group pointed out, anybody ever look at President Okeg's name backwards?
Gecko?
It's Gecko, yeah.
Yeah, that's something that someone mentioned to me a long time ago.
I never noticed it. I felt like an idiot. I'm like, oh, jeez, yeah.
And it's a Saurian because it's a reptilian race.
Yep.
Well, that works out really well. Okay, I'm going to queue us up here and see what happens.
Hey,
Didn't Gecko
let's make it worse here. The fact is, the Federation presidents of Gecko are Klingon ambassadors of Gorn. The Lizard Kings have taken over.
Iron Sky 2 is real.
It is.
I just read that the director for Obi-Wan has teased probably a new poster for Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I have decided I will get either Hulu or Disney Plus so I can watch some of this stuff.
Yes.
We will.
Obi-Wan Kenobi getting update from series director. Yep.
But he meets with Qui-Gon. He gets everything he wants. Why would there be another season?
I don't know. Gotta do something else. There's more to life than just the obvious stuff.
We explained why they even managed to explain away why he said Darth Vader killed his father, because that's what Darth. Yeah.
See, I think that
from a particular point of view, he did.
Yes.
I think Obi-Wan.
That and the fact Anakin literally said it and why he started calling him Darth.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Master.
Is there going to be a show 2? Probably not, Dwayne.
They're saying the series director has a pitched.
There we go.
If there, as they've said many times, there's going to be an STO2. Be prepared, because everything you had in game, you will not have it in the new one.
People are not going to be happy if that happens.
Well, that's an interesting thing, since there's only one MMO I know of that's ever actually done that. We don't know the details of how they're going to do it yet, because they haven't actually rolled it out yet. And that's Path of Exile.
Oh.
Path of Exile announced that they're going to do it in Path of Exile 2.0, which isn't going to work the same way as the current game. It's fundamentally incompatible. However, they're going to run them side by side.
Yeah, I can actually see that. I can totally see that. That would be a painful but functional compromise till people figure it out.
But how would that work? Because
you're going to cannibalize
because I could imagine if it's running on 2 different game engines and everything, then who's going to get the drop first? And will it be something like Xbox that they had to wait a month before the new missions comes out?
The way Path of Exile is doing it, I don't know all of the details because it hasn't gone live yet, so there's a whole bunch of things we can't see until it goes live. But
more than likely, the first game will go into maintenance mode, and
oh, that's a good point.
Is it me, or has prices on the exchange gone crazy up? Like,
yes, prices on the exchange have gone crazy up. For some things, and other things are just sitting there never selling.
Well, I can just imagine, because if they're going to do it side by side and both games is going to get the same content, I can only imagine it's going to be like they have now with console, and you know that new content will drop to PC, and then after a month or 1.5 it will drop to the consoles. I can only imagine now it's going to be like Star Trek 2.0, and then maybe Star Trek, the old one, and then the boxes, unless, of course, what are they going to do with the console as well?
Yeah. I mean, with Path of Exile 2.0, one of the key things is that playing both games will give you a benefit that you won't get if you only play one of them. How exactly that's going to work, we don't have details yet. So it's kind of like,
And I must admit, I've been playing the old Star Trek for years, like Mom and DT.
Mm-hmm.
When you told me that that stuff won't carry over, I'm like, kind of like in a fuck you mode. Sorry for my French.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You're a Dane. Are you allowed to speak French?
I can also say in my native tongue, but I'm like, fuck you.
Is there serious? Is there serious talk about a Star Trek Online 2.0?
Yeah.
Jill and Bordicus have mentioned it before, but more in the idea of we've spitballed the idea. It's a long way off.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, there's no practical way to do it right now. I mean,
yeah. Well, their sense is why kneecap their current game?
Yeah.
The hopes of a.
Another thing that they mentioned about it is like, what could they do with a 2.0 that they can't do with a season update?
It would be lovely to
spaghetti code.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be an old code reason. There's so much old code. You know, it's been around almost 15 years now.
Yep.
Oh, what, 13 years?
Yep, and the
Cryptix
engine is what, 25 years old?
Yeah.
So.
But then again, they have also updated the engine, right? Because they removed the DirectX. Was it DirectX 9, right?
Right.
They removed support for Windows XP, or was it Windows 7, or what?
XP.
They removed some XP. So
I'm just like, too, but
yeah, okay, but yeah, downwards. But I was just like, then if they spend so much time in changing the engine and removing a lot of their users from using their old PCs, then why launch a new STO 2.0?
Yeah, exactly.
And the graphics keep updating anyway to a degree. It's eventually somebody is going to build new skeletons for the
unless of course it's some old engine they can't update or whatever. But I could only imagine why don't do it like in steps like they did with Ryza, right? When they started working on the that small part of the one of the hills that got another layer or another overlay.
Yep.
Like, why spend so much time in updating their current engine to something they might gonna dismiss in 5 or 6 years? It's like, then save the money and just make new content, but save the money.
I would be happy if they continued to make new content. That would make me very happy.
And the other point, the STO team's now down to like a handful of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That goes with what I was saying earlier about it's like if they were to do a STO 2.0, it needs to be something they can't just do a season update for.
Yeah.
Wayne, where are you going to find any game that doesn't have any bugs in it? Every game has bugs. That's what a game is.
But there's a lot of bugs that should have been addressed that haven't been addressed and are now messing it up.
Yeah. And I actually talked to Sov a few days ago on Discord as well. It's like they're so eager, and I'm sorry to say, I have lost like the fun of playing STO because it's just a grind fest all the time. There's nothing, there's no new content. It's all like get dilithium, buy these packages, buy this bundle for once in a lifetime thing, and then they don't understand why their dilithium exchange is going down. And people are grinding, and I'm just like, well, you keep shooting yourself in the foot because you keep making these packages that cost like a gazillion dilithium or sen, and you just
no one can afford them either. Some people can't afford them.
Oh yeah,
some people can't afford those, like me.
And they actually said that from what I got from what I was. The interpretation I got from them that they wanted to make the game still available for all players or people with not so many funds to still get the bundles, and yet every week or every second week they pump out a new bundle with like 10 ships or 5 ships with 12,000 Zen.
Yeah.
That's because
I'm thinking
they
that's
have
Gearbox. That's Gearbox.
Yeah, that's Gearbox and Embracer Group, and them having to basically push for the the returns and everything for the shareholders.
I know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a business. They have to get money somewhere.
Yeah, I get that.
But then don't spend time saying on stream that we're still going to make it available for players, and still have people that don't have the funds or don't want to do the grind still have something available for them, and I don't see it
because that's not their priority, and it never will be.
No, but then don't say it on stream with 600-700 people, right?
Destroy the missile.
I'm just a, I don't know if I'm getting an old man, grumpy old man, but it's just like, then don't say it. Then don't say, we're going to do this for the community because you mean so much to us, and they don't show it. That's what I'm a bit annoyed about, right?
I don't disagree with you, Pi, but I totally understand that they're not going to be completely honest with what they can and can't do.
It's one of those things where what you say is true to a matter of degree, but it's
from a certain point of view, if you will.
Yeah.
I know it's a business, and I know they need money for it, of course. But they're just shooting themselves in the foot because more and more people, in my opinion, is just going to leave because why do they want to do this all over? Keep doing it.
No, I don't disagree with you on this, Pi. Are we done with the missiles on this, by the way?
Yes, he just popped up the last of the missiles. Okay. Congratulations.
All right, I wasn't paying attention.
There hasn't been a year since launch that we haven't talked about a player's bill of rights or a players union, and me and other people have been shot down saying you can't tell me how to spend my money, and it's like,
I mean, they have done a wide variety of quality of life things over the years to make the game better, especially for people that paid to have stuff. It's just that they can't.
But those are quality of life updates are a side effect of doing things to bring in new blood with new money.
Yeah.
Of course, why wouldn't they be?
But bringing in new blood, okay, for all of you in business, and I know there's a lot of you out there, bringing in new blood costs a lot of money. You're wiser to retain the people who are already your customers. It costs less money. Once you've got somebody, it's easier to keep them than it is to get new people playing. And yeah, you always do want to get more people playing. But we also have to look at retaining the players who are already there, who are enjoying the game and want to stay with the game. Don't make it difficult for them to stay with the game.
The Klingon transport has been secured.
It's kind of like the whole a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush thing.
That's exactly what it is.
You have the whole churn concept of you need to constantly start adding players because you can't keep the same number of players indefinitely, blah, 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 blah. But also there's the aspect of players who currently like the game, you want them to continue liking the game.
True.
But I'm not going to name names, but we know there's a lot of the bigger players, elite players, who's hardly any there anymore.
Yeah.
They've said that they're not going to play it because they're tired of the grindfest, they're tired of that there's no new content, there's no change in the game.
For me, that's the biggest issue.
And some of the... And I tend to agree that they've done a few quality of changes, but there is a lot of stuff where I'm sitting there... What?
I would like to see...
Why haven't they changed... Why haven't they changed it? Why can I only stack 20 batteries, yet I can stack X-gazillion, trillion minerals? I can stack those, but 20 energy batteries, I can't stack more than 20. Or in my fleet bank, I can only slot one item in my fleet bank. Yes, they're so happy of big fleets, yet when you look at the fleet bank, you can only stack... Like, if you have two ships of the same kind, you can't stack it. You can't stack the same weapon. You can't stack recipes. yet you can stack 9,999 lockboxes.
Yep.
And that for me is stuff
And
they could
honestly,
easily change that would actually make it easier and funnier for some people.
We should have had a fleet member cap increase a decade ago.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Exactly. Because the fleet bank can't withstand that many players. If you want to keep like C6 ships or special items or special drops or anything, because you can't have a lot of stuff in the fleet bank. For me, that's clearly an error, and there should be a change, because that would make it easier for bigger fleets to actually do something and actually do raffles, right?
Yeah.
And your own personal inventory can like have so many items, yet the fleet bank, no, we can only do like 10 by 4.
Yep. Yeah. And there's a limited number of
and there are also a limited number of repositories,
Yeah,
right? You can have like for modules, you can have for, but the game has expanded so much, like with the shields and the kit modules and the.
Oh, I get that. So like, so simply having one of every kit module in the game is more space than even an LTS player can have in their personal bank.
It's, if you can make that stuff available, fine. Give us room to put it.
For me, that would be a big quality of change. But yet, every other week's patch note is just we've changed the visual to this ship or these nacelles. Okay, I'm not a space Barbie, but that is not a quality of change for me. Fix some of the old bugs, like the old boxes, like you can't transwarp to DS9, or was it one of these transwarp errors that has been there for like 10 years. Like, just fix that tiny thing that annoys people. Like,
okay,
that's just me. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but I'm just
yes. It's because of the fact that one of the things the devs have talked about is that if it's something that the devs that are currently working on fixing things haven't looked at in years, fixing one tiny little thing like that might take hours, just because they have to figure out where the tiny little thing is.
But then again, that will change a lot for other people, in my opinion.
One, it does show that that there's some level of attention being given to us. These are the things that drive us crazy, and we would love to have these little things fixed. Yes, it takes time.
Like there's a visual bug at Starfleet Academy that, to my knowledge, has been there since the devs added Starfleet Academy to the game. But it's such a minor little bug that I don't think that they have any reason to even look at it.
It depends on the bug.
Is that destroying the gameplay for you? That's a visual bug. It doesn't destroy the gameplay for you. But honestly, in my opinion, if I can't transwarp due to some old bug that has been there for 10 years and I have to do it somewhere, that's going to affect the quality of the game for me.
Which specific transwarp are you talking about anyways? Because I'm sitting here, it's like, what bug is he even
talking about? It's the one where you go to Drozana. You can't transwarp to Drozana wherever you are. And then if you're in the Azure Nebula, when you get to that sector, you cannot transwarp from there to anywhere else.
Yeah, there's a couple of places where the transwarps just aren't.
And they haven't been working for 10 years or 12 years. And for me, I know that's being nitpicky, but that was just some of the things I remember that I always have to remember, right?
10 years ago, the galaxy map wasn't unified.
But the point is, it's the minor little details that, yes, would take hours to fix, but would have a huge impact in terms of player enjoyment.
You're talking about a bug I didn't even know existed. So, how many people does it actually affect?
The fact that the fact that none of them are addressed would probably be the issue. Address a few of them. Maybe we can't get all of them fixed, but do a couple.
It would take a couple hours to a couple of days to put in a safe gap for deleting characters, right? That you could recover them. like a cooldown, or it's like, hey, if you don't reactivate this in this many days, it's gone
honestly,
forever, right?
Well, what I personally consider to be a more significant bug, something that I personally would like to see them fix, and yet is something that Bordicus himself said he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it on live stream.
That's PR talk for we don't have the money or the inclination of doing it because it's too much time wasted.
Well, he claimed that he'd actually tried to fix it and it didn't work when he tried to fix it.
Within his allotted time from management.
Yeah. Want to hear what the bug is?
Yes.
The whole doffing in space thing. It's not working properly. It hasn't been working properly since they did the unified sector map.
Wow.
Because you have to position your ship on the edge of whatever sector you're trying to get DOF missions from, or it won't register your ship as being in that sector for the purpose of DOF missions. Why? No one has any idea. Apparently not even Bordicus knows why.
Yep.
Yeah, but back on the character relation thing, customer service is like, yeah, we're not going to recover any more than X. And Kale's like, yeah, it turns out it's really hard to reactivate characters. Like, no, it's not. They just don't want to do the work.
As someone who has done account administration on various servers, I have an idea as to why they don't want to do that. And I think part of it is actually not the complexity of the database, but part of it's also the fact that they don't want players to try to scam them that doing this.
Yeah, but at the same time, there should be a recovery system. I won't go into details, but I ran into something like that where somebody deleted an account of mine on something that wasn't a game, and I was told that since I had authorized it, it was impossible to recover it, and I explained I hadn't proved it, and after a little bit of back and forth, they're like, okay, yeah, we can recover it. But it's a pain in the butt, and they weren't really happy about having to go back and do the pain in the butt work.
I also think that Grumpy once accidentally discharged something or discharged the ship, and he lost, like, I don't know how many unique consoles. And he wrote to them, can you please help me recover my ship because I made a fuck up? And they actually helped him.
I'm not surprised.
Well, but let's just take another quality of life thing that they implemented a long time ago, that now you can contribute your green and your blues and your yellow whatever, not yellow, purple DOFs.
Yes.
And they made this amazing menu where I can go down and I can individually click, yet they have a filter that has been there for half a year that still doesn't work.
Yeah.
Again, it's whether or not that they had someone work on that part of the game. A lot of the time when they are updating something, they'll go through and do all those little incidental changes like what you're talking about. It's just that it's only if someone's actually working on that part of the game.
Yeah, those are happy little trees. Happy little accidents of trees that get fixed along the way.
Oh, okay, seriously, where in sector space were you talking about not being able to transwarp from?
I can't remember. Was it to the fair? I can't remember. There is one of them that simply doesn't work. I can't remember.
There's a couple that don't work, actually, but you're right. I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Well,
Sav points out, and the Taylor is crap these days. Yeah, that is true.
I actually think. I can't remember, but there's one of them or two of them that doesn't work.
Well, one of them that's been an infamous thing for years, and part of the reason why Cryptic has stopped making missions that way is having missions where you exit a mission map and return to sector space. Those missions have never been able to transwarp you to a second location in that mission.
Okay.
And this also applies to missions where you change location in the galaxy during the mission. If you have to exit the mission and return, attempting to transwarp to the mission start point will give you the original start point, not the current location.
Yes. You're right about that.
What I actually love what they have done is that the trade layout for your character and your ship Because for a long time, whenever you had an in-game mission, like the Dyson Sphere, when you go to a Dyson Sphere ship, the Science Destroyer, I can't remember, you know, where you go back and...
that the game would just completely forget what your power tray was, because it was forcing you to use a different one and couldn't remember both of them.
Yes.
Exactly. That new function when I can load a trade, or if I have to do... phaser damage and I equip my ship with phasers, yet I run plasma, I can just hit a button, say load trade, boom, it's back.
Yeah, but that's because of the they fixed that by adding the loadout system.
I know, but
it's still a fix.
I know, but it's still a good fix, and that will make it easy for me, because next time I'm going to play it, I just know I can click the button, boom, it's fixed.
But the reason, what I was saying about that though is that it's not an easy patch job. They had to create an entire new in-game system to make that work, and it wasn't just a.
But it made the quality better for a lot of players, right? Yeah. Because I was just like, oh, now I'm going to this mission. I have to do it to progress. Yet I have to fight 3 in-game missions to put my ship back in the original state and my personal traits.
Pirates Come Gaming, are you talking about that one where you load your roster of bridge officers and it just doesn't load all of the roster? And sometimes you have to close the window and reopen it to get it to pull up all of your bridge officers? I've seen that several times. There used to be a bug in the game where where when you were trying to customize a bridge officer's costume, it would actually fail to save the costume when you were done, because of the fact that it forgot the bridge officer existed while you were in the tailor.
Jeez. Yeah. Hey, I don't mean to be rude and to stop this awesome conversation, but the children are complaining, so I do need to take my puppos out here.
Okay then.
Yes, it is that time of evening where the little one's going, hey, Mom, God, darn it, get your butt out here. Otherwise, I'll poop on your floor. So, I'm going to get out of here for tonight. I will be back tomorrow. See? You're hearing from her.
That was because that's your own fault, because you said poop.
Yeah, I know. I said the word. All right, so I'm out of here. Pirate Scum, I will reach out to you and we can figure out this when I get back in a little bit. Everyone else, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for some of the morning show. And you guys are amazing. I love you all. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.